Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode with one of my business partners here, another interview session. And today I'm very excited to introduce to you Dr. Indu from India. As you know, I've been coming on social media here, having these interviews. And the reason why we come is to bring awareness to all of you regarding our business. And on top of that, to see how many people do this and people from all around the world, which is a great beauty of our business, having people from like globally. It is actually available more than 25 countries. And now today we have Dr. Indu from India. So we welcome you here. I welcome you here, Indu, and I'm very excited that you're here. So, how are you doing?
Hi, Bexy. I'm doing well, absolutely fine, and so happy to be here. I'm so honored that you called me onto your page. I'm so
Thank
happy to
you.
be here.
Thank you.
How are you
Um,
doing?
good, doing good. It's morning for me.
Yeah,
It's evening for you there.
uh,
So, did you have work today?
of course.
Yeah.
I got back, had my dinner, and I'm here.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, before we get started, Indu, if you could just quickly introduce yourself to our
yeah,
viewers,
sure.
please, and tell me a little bit about you, your background, your family, maybe your passion, your hobbies, anything,
Sure,
please.
sure, sure. I'm really happy to tell you. Yeah, so hi, friends, all of you who are watching us right now. Friends, I am Dr. Indu, and I am a microbiologist, a medical microbiologist by profession. It's been a long time since I've been a microbiologist, good more than 20 years. And I'm also a digital business owner, and I am a mother of a 17-year-old boy. And my husband and I have our practice here. Both of us are medical professionals, and that's it about me. And what I like, I love to sing, and I'm very fond of singing. Yes, I love to read books. So that's about me, Bexy.
That's awesome. We need to catch up later so that we can have, I can hear you sing, and
Oh, thank
probably
you.
next time when when we come,
Yeah, yeah.
that's awesome. That's great. So you're saying that you both of you and your husband is in the medical profession. That's awesome. So we all think that doctors, they do make a lot of money, and you've been in school for a long time, right? How many
Yeah.
years of being in school? Um, and medical profession is usually a stable profession where you don't lose jobs like other places because
Mm.
patients are always there. So doctors always, nurses always have to be there.
Yeah,
So
medical healthcare is one. Whether you're a nurse, whether you're a doctor, a paramedic, this is something that has to go on with life.
yeah,
So,
that is true. That is true. So it
but
is
then
very
these are the ones who are the most, kind of. I shouldn't be saying this, but kind of suffering, lacking time.
that is true. That is true. That is
So,
true.
yeah.
Definitely, I agree. So let me ask you this: being in medical profession, being a doctor, is both you and your husband. Why did you really think about a side hustle like this? Now you got into this business. Why did you think about that?
Bexy, there are multiple reasons I tell you.
Awesome. Okay, share with
Yeah,
us.
multiple reasons. Actually, since COVID, when COVID struck,
Yeah,
I am into microbiology, and probably that was one department, along with, say, pulmonary medicine, and these were few departments who were like
mm,
totally engrossed in that
I
during
agree.
testing and everything.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm not passionate about. I'm pretty passionate, and I'm still working. It's not that I
Mhm.
started off this business, so I have left my job, or stopped doing the my actual profession that I was doing. But I it also was a kind of a big eye opener, because we were risking our lives so much. It is again, to the viewers, and I was not scared or anything, but
Yeah.
somehow that period was really something that I felt one must have a different source of income too.
Yeah.
And I tell you, online business was never on my thought that moment. I
Yeah.
I used to think I should have done this, I should have done that, and then I used to get so many ideas then. No, slowly I realized everything was going online.
Yeah.
Everything was going online. Even meetings, even we were taking students' examinations. Can you imagine? Everything went online. Shopping went online. Meetings went online. Job works, offices, everything went online. So many cousins of mine, they had these non-medical professions, and they were so comfortable doing a work from home thing. That moment, I used to think we should have also had something like, having a online work from home kind of a
Yeah.
thing. So it was just not possible in our profession.
Yeah.
So anyway, these things were going on in my mind,
Yeah.
and pretty in few maybe in a year or two, I suddenly came across some kind of an ad, which showed people from different professions doing an online business. So I said, this is not just a banner; these are real people.
Yeah.
So there has to be something in it.
Yeah.
So I casually started checking on that. Although I took some time to start off my business,
Yeah.
but then I was keeping a watch and all these things. So that's how this thing of getting an online business came to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad that you mentioned it because people ask me also because as
Hmm.
nurses, I'm here
Hmm.
outside. People know that you have a good income, and people know
Yeah,
that your job is actually stable.
yeah,
But then why, right?
yeah.
Do you have some people ask you, do you have a lot of time on your? How do you do this?
I know.
So it's all about seeing, like thinking a little bit ahead of
Ahead,
time,
exactly. And
seeing
Bexy, what I would also add to this is that it's not just what you earn
yeah,
as money. You
yeah,
also need some time for yourself. You need to also have some relaxation. I am here, my parents stay far. I am just not able to go and spend more than a week or 5 days in a year. Well, in those 365, I can't give more than those.
wow,
It's because of my occupancy.
yeah,
And I invite them very nicely over here. You come and stay with me. But
yeah.
then I am not available. I call them here. I am not available. And now since they're getting older and aged, so I realize that I must give time to my
Yeah,
family, and I also should give time to myself,
yeah,
not just to the family. I need
I
time for myself. There are so many things I miss out on, like health wise and
yeah,
recreation wise. I'm very fond of singing.
yeah,
So I realize now it's time that I must have something wherein I can relax as well as earn. Now, since the day one that you've been earning,
yeah,
obviously there is a time in your life when you retire
yeah,
from your jobs, and if at all you have some, like in India we have these pension schemes and all that.
yeah,
So our jobs don't have any pension scheme. So
yeah,
as long as you're earning, as long as you're fit and working, you're earning.
yeah,
You don't have any pension later on. So what do you do then?
correct.
So you don't want to slog then. You
Yeah,
want to have some sort of a passive income.
yeah,
So when I started learning that people are doing so many businesses online, although I never went bothered to check them, okay? I mean, I
yeah,
never went to find out, and there were things that they were not my cup of tea. So I
yeah,
didn't want to do all that.
yeah,
And so I simply did not want to find out much about them. The moment I came to know that there is this thing involved and that thing involved, there's a product and there is some selling, so I didn't want to do all that. There were many people are doing, and I don't say anything is wrong in
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
People can do. I mean, it's all up to your honor, whatever you want to do. If you can. I'm not a good salesperson. So I can't be selling anything is what I
Yeah.
know about myself. So
Yes.
that is what. So there is some sort of a passive income I wanted. So when I saw this, I felt this is the thing that I was looking for. This is
Yeah.
something that I was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why talking to multiple people of our kind and all the
Yeah.
business partners around, it is interesting that everybody's why have a little bit, some people have here and there some different things, but ultimately everybody is looking for a passive income
Hmm.
where they can be a little bit free from where they are right now, uh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
be able to, and especially with professionals. And I've met with so many doctors and software, engineers and
Yeah. Yeah.
people in education industry and medical field everywhere, and even stay home moms, everybody, like they all have something in mind that they're wanting to achieve. And Having
exactly.
to find that in this platform is awesome.
Yeah,
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. And I really appreciate you saying about the time that is being spent for yourself too, because
yeah,
we as mothers, so or
right.
we as wives, what we need to know this is that we need to replenish ourselves in order for to serve people, right? In order
Yeah,
to serve
yeah,
our family, in order to serve our community. If we are not filled enough, where are we going
yeah,
to give from, right?
yeah.
So if it is all draining, I really like the point that you brought that up. Thank you. So let me ask you this: first, when you came across this and you
Mhm.
saw this, what was your first thought?
First, I never thought it's real. Initially, the first day when I saw this, because every now and then on social media, if you start scrolling,
Yeah.
earn from
Hmm.
home, these things
Hmm.
you keep hearing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So initially, I thought so. Then,
Yeah.
when this feed came back again
Yeah.
on my social media,
Uh-huh.
I thought, okay, it's come again. Let me see
Yeah.
what this is.
Yeah.
Then a similar thing by some another person,
Yeah.
a similar thing from another person. So when I randomly and regularly saw that
Yeah.
these are done by so many people and they are real. I mean, they are not faking their faces. They're not hiding anywhere. They're coming in front of it. So there has to be something in this.
Yeah.
So I then, my research into this started. So
Yeah.
I started exploring more and more and more. So my mentor knows and how much I must have chewed her brains
And that's a
to
good
know
thing.
more and more.
Yeah.
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 Unless I get convinced of what I'm doing is right, it is legal,
Yeah.
and I am, it is a kind of thing that I want.
Yeah.
So I don't have no targets to be met and all these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So once I was convinced, is only I can carry out.
Yeah.
And I can further, if at all somebody wants to know about this, I can further, with full authority, tell them, that this
Yeah.
is this.
Yeah.
So for that, I had to do my my thorough investigation,
Yeah, I agree. I agree because I felt the same way too. Because getting into something like this, I wanted to be sure that this is legit for sure, and that I have the confidence that I can do it. Right?
Yeah,
Maybe there are so many things out there people are doing, but I want to know that I can do
yeah,
it.
yeah. I can do it. Yes, again, that is also very important. Whether
Yeah.
can I do it or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So yeah, that's great. So once you did all your research and you started, like, you took the decision, because that's something that has to come from your side. You took a
yeah.
decision, you move forward. Was it really difficult to get started? How much time did it take for you to
I wouldn't say it
get
was
started?
difficult
Hmm.
because, see, the training is so comprehensive. It is
Hmm.
all video based. It is all no step by step. Everything
Yeah.
is well explained.
Yeah.
And for those, I have also come. I have also noticed that if you don't follow English,
Hmm.
it is available in multiple languages.
I know.
So again, I realize that this is it's not difficult.
Hmm.
You have to be coachable.
Yeah.
You have to have that learning willingness, to the willingness to learn that.
Yeah.
So when I realized that, I said, okay, when you can give your 10 years of studies, why can't I do this? Why can't
Yeah.
I learn this? And
Yeah.
everything is been explained. And then you have a dedicated mentor and a coach
Yeah.
and n number of friends like you who are there to support.
Mhm.
The community
Yeah.
is so awesome.
Yeah.
So whether that person is in your team or is in some other team, he's in India or he's abroad, wherever, you reach
Yeah.
out to them and they are so warm and welcoming to
Yeah.
help you out.
Yeah.
So it becomes much easier that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely took time because I was going a little hectic on my clinic and all that. Because when I started off that moment, it was all, fever, 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 fever all over here. So viral and, dengue and malaria. And so those days, that was a little difficult for me because I could hardly find any time.
Yeah.
So I must have taken some time
Yeah.
to learn everything. So
Yeah.
I had to put in say 30 minutes a day or 45 minutes a day. But once I started going, started, get set go kind of a thing, then it
Yeah.
was smooth.
Yeah.
Then there was no problem.
Yeah.
And even now, of course, every day is a learning process. So I keep learning and, putting those things into practice.
So true. So true. Yeah. And it is a very awesome to see how many different things that we learn in this.
Hmm.
And we both being in medical profession, things that
Yeah.
you might even know about that you're coming across and learning that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can apply in your own life
Yeah.
too. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. So I know people who usually come into and see this. Uh,
Hmm.
some people that know me personally and they know that
Hmm.
I'm doing this. One of the things that they always say is, "Bexy, I don't think I have time. Where do you find time for this?" Right?
Hmm. Hmm.
They know that I'm working full time. They know that I do other
Hmm.
things. So where do you find the time? Right?
Hmm.
Uh, you tell me. You are a doctor working full time. You have a family. How do you manage your time for this business?
Bexy, to be very honest, are we not using our phone the entire day? Practically,
Yes, so true.
practically holding. It's like a part of your body now. No,
Yeah,
that phone is like forever with you.
yeah,
So, and what do we do with that? We keep watching these, silly videos, keep laughing, and this is what we do.
yeah,
Now, what I have started doing is utilizing that time. See, I had my lunch. I'm
yeah,
taking a nap for 10 minutes, or I'm just relaxing on the couch or something like that. I'm just scrolling and looking into my training things and,
yeah,
all that. The business, I always tell everybody, you don't have to put that continuous 1 to 2 hours every day. You can
correct.
put pockets of time and utilize it well.
Yes.
So I don't even realize that I'm doing a business as
Yeah,
such.
yeah,
That there is some like I dedicate good. Then it would be like my job.
yeah.
If
So
I
true.
have to put a certain amount, which is so, what I like about this is the flexibility.
Yeah, yeah,
You're in the kitchen. If you're cooking something, the
yeah.
mastermind is going on.
I
Listening
know
to that.
the headphones are on. It
The
is going
headphones
on.
are on and you can do.
Yeah,
I'm in my lab or I'm at my workplace and like I'm kind of little free because this is kind of a healthy season here because of the
yeah,
winters. So I'm
yeah,
relatively free these days. So I'm trying to utilize as much as I can.
yeah,
So it is all flexible. You can do it
yeah,
anytime,
yeah.
anywhere.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So
Yeah.
now that we have given some of this information, again, it's not easy to give all the information on a 15 minutes, 20 minutes interview here. The reason why we come this way is that at least few of the questions that concerns most of the people
Yeah.
are being answered, but at the same time, you know that you can reach out to us. And what
Yeah.
advice do you have for our viewers, Dr. Indu?
I would say, see, everyone must think about a plan B in life. Very, very important. We
Mhm.
don't know. See, do something now which you don't need now, but maybe later on when you need it, you don't have to start from scratch. You've
So true.
already got it built. So think about that. And regarding this business, I can only say that this is real and this is good. This is legitimate
Yeah.
and you want to know more about this business. See, when I entered this, I did not realize what kind of people are working with this. So when I started my diligently, I like started observing people, and I realized people from wonderful walks of life are here,
Yeah.
well established,
Yes.
doing
Yes.
very well already.
Yeah.
Okay, and well, from all backgrounds, I wouldn't say it's all nurses or doctors or engineers. From all walks of life,
All right.
practically,
Yeah.
people are there on this
Yeah.
platform. So there
Yeah.
has to be something, and why you have a community of business owners more than 200,000,
Yeah.
roughly 200,000, right?
Yeah.
So watch the webinar. We have a free webinar. You don't have to pay anything. You watch that webinar. This webinar doesn't cost you a penny.
Yes.
So we have on Tuesdays and we have on Thursdays. You watch that. Why the webinar? Because we can't be sitting and explaining you everything out here.
Correct.
Webinar explains you everything
Yeah.
step by step. All your questions are answered there.
Yeah.
Still, you have something coming up on your mind. You can always reach out to Bexy and find out more about it. You can reach out to me or reach out to Bexy, and we are always there to help you and sort it out.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say. I mean, don't be skeptical. Yeah, nothing. Every time it can't be a scam.
I know. So true.
Everything can't be a scam.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
But
Thank
then
you so much.
skepticism is normal. I think it's very
And it's
normal.
good though.
I
And it's
was
good and healthy though, because the
good
thing
and
is,
healthy.
to some extent, it is healthy because
Yeah, yeah,
that's what
true.
would let you do your research and
Yeah,
be,
research and
on.
everything.
Yeah. So I get that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're
For those who are
welcome.
viewing
Thank you
us,
so much.
either now or later, anytime. Thank you so much for watching, and you can register on my website right here, so you will be able to get in touch with me. And if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer that for you. And you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye,
Thank
Bixie.
you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.